Good morning, my lovelies. It's week 3, I think, of NaNoWriMo, I think. Okay, so you probably noticed that I haven't been doing daily vlogs, and that is because I haven't been writing every day. In fact, the number of days I have been writing definitely do not outnumber the days that I have not been writing. Becca C. Smith just released a video concerning burnout, and I would also like to say a couple of words about the concept of burnout. Here's the thing, right? I am a illustrator by trade. That is my day job. I draw a graphic novel, and technically speaking I should be working on it right now this instant. However, my iPad is still charging. I'm gonna need to recharge the Apple Pencil, and while I'm waiting on that stuff to happen, I'm just gonna make an AuthorTube video. Why the heck not? So that being said, I also have a social life, and my social life isn't really local. So it can take upwards to 2 hours to go any one direction, which I have a rule when I go on a trip that I need to spend more time at the destination than I spend in transit. So if it takes me 2 hours to go somewhere and then 2 hours to get back, I need to spend at least 4 hours where, why I was driving in the first place, just to make it worth my time. So that takes spoons, right? This past weekend was rather spoon refilling. I enjoyed that greatly. However, I did not write any. I didn't bring my computer. I didn't touch my phone all but like 5 times during the day. I needed to not draw. I needed to not feel like I had obligations to people. But I was still plagued with the idea that I needed to get stuff done and I wasn't getting it done, right? So that alone is spoon spending. When you are plagued with the idea that you need to take time for yourself, however you feel guilty because you're not doing the things that you said you were gonna do. I was gonna do daily videos concerning my writing journey, and then I turned out not to have much of a writing journey. So how do we get over burnout? How is that a thing that we do? Because it happens to creatives all the time, especially those of us who do it for a living, right? Because you don't draw every day with the muse that tells you to draw. Sometimes the muse is sleeping, and sometimes you have to draw without her. There are times where you are totally inspired to write, and the words just come, and like, you barely need an outline and all of that jazz. And then there are some days where each word that comes out of your fingers is like pulling teeth. And apparently this is something that I struggle with repeatedly, because I mention it in the, on this day on Facebook, right? A couple of years ago, I ran into this exact thing. The idea of getting over burnout is to do something that is refueling for you. I got really lucky that I met a couple of people in Richmond that they're both like introvert-y people. They mentioned that they don't have to spend spoons to be around me. And I kind of felt the same way. So it was really refueling just to kind of like hang out and eat good food and play video games and do all those things, right? But not everybody has that benefit. So the idea is self-care. Self-care can still be plagued with the idea that you're not being productive. So you're kind of between a rock and a hard place, right? Well, we do what we can. I'm gonna do Vlogmas, or I'm gonna try and do Vlogmas, but I'm gonna do AuthorTube videos for Vlogmas, and maybe things will happen. Maybe I'll get some subscribers, and maybe the people that I watch will notice that I exist, and maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being optimistic. Whatever. Okay, well, I'm gonna check my iPad and see if it is charged enough to draw, but I will check in with you guys a little bit later, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.